Hello, and my name is Steve Bronson, and this is a world premiere release, media release, for an item of which I'm selling from my person on eBay, and it is something I've made myself, constructed myself, and it is one of a kind, the only of its kind in the world, and it is today with proud announcement. I am proud to announce a time machine. This is constructed with surprisingly simple technology, but the application, the use of it is reasonably complex. Now, it would be reminiscent of me not to point out that there are obvious dangers in time travel. For example, in any place you might appear, a dangerous horse could be advancing, in which case, as you can see, I've done a custom paint job on the helmet with the skull, just for the point, as for the sake of keeping any sort of attacking horse at bay. Only would this take place in the past. Future travel, people are surprisingly more civilized. You can see I've just, as with the custom paint, I've got rock and roll on the sides, and the Sozo sign, which is a homage to the guitarist Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin. So it is an item, as I'll display, can be used quite simply, and I would like to point out that this item is not being sold to FBI, CIA or any government organization. It is only for private adventurers such as myself who wish to use this for the sake of adventure. The item, as I was saying, is surprisingly with its technology fairly simple, but I can display just the use of this. The operation is slightly more sophisticated. Now, with this, we have power on switch, we have time calibration, on-off switch. I won't touch that now for obvious reasons, but apart from that, that's all there is to it. Now, as far as I'm aware, there's none other in the world that actually works apart from this one. There's a gentleman from the year 2000, and I'm not sure if you can see that, 2098, who also has made one, but he's not selling his. He's still quite happy to use his. For me, I've done enough time travel. I've used this several times myself. That is enough. And I have to say, you cannot have an experience like time travel if you've traveled the world, which is, and you would think that's an exhilarating experience. Nothing compared to traveling in time. Unbelievable, and I highly recommend it. It is, of course, a little dangerous, and I also point out that I teach karate, and will be conducting lessons on YouTube for this as well. Self-defense is an important part, I believe, of time travel. It would be reminiscent of me not to point out this, and encourage people to take, of course, sensible precautions. With the cost, the original price, as you can imagine, for something of this nature, I was going to ask $2.5 million, but people at PayPal have pointed out that this is a fairly difficult amount to transact from the person buying from my person to my person with the transaction. So I've made a substantial discount to $2,500 for this time machine. This is, as I say, in the premiere release for the time machine sale on eBay. My eBay handle is Adventure King 007, Adventure King 007, and you will find this item, the time machine, only one of its kind in Australia and in the world, for sale. And so On that note, I wish you the bid as well, and I shall see you on eBay, and may the highest bidder win. Starting price $2,500. Let the bidding begin.